Alright. This is the organic Epson D6 panel.
Epson D6 panel.
Yes.
And this is like that's the first time I've seen it. Is that the first time it's implemented? The first time that somebody shows this Epson panel?
Yeah. For Mitsubishi, but other manufacturers have used this panel. Yes.
They are using it, but is it the first time that you are one of the first one to show it, or is it already available in the market for?
It's already available in the market. This panel.
Mitsubishi and Panasonic.
And Panasonic.
And Epson.
And Epson are going to make this.
This year.
Yeah. And how about Sanyo? They do LCD also?
No. Next year.
Next year.
Next year maybe.
Next year.
Maybe later.
Yeah.
All right, but it's not commercialized yet.
Sanyo Z5. 720p only.
720p
only.
Z5 is the newest. It's not in the market yet.
It's up there.
It's over there.
It's on the stand.
But this one is the most interesting because it's 1080p.
This is 1080p.
1080p projector, and for a very cheap price.
It'll be a competitive price.
Competitive
obviously, ourselves, Panasonic.
Yeah.
We've just got tentative pricing at the moment.
Yeah.
So if you look at the end user price, €399.90 euros.
4,000 euros.
4,000 euros. We will be competitive in the market.
I mean, that's the cheapest 1080p projector I've heard of. It's the cheapest for now, no?
It's one of, yes.
One of? Because I've only seen 720p projectors and a very few 1080.
Obviously 1080p, this is the way forward for the market.
Yeah.
The more source and content coming from HD, the more these will become more popular.
Yeah.
So, all we'll say is there are other manufacturers out there. We're one of the first few manufacturers to go to market.
One of the first few to figure it out. I mean, to make it work.
Well, to make it to launch the product as a viable tool in the marketplace. Yes.
Because you demonstrate it in there and it looks amazing. And there's also the upscaling technology.
Well,
HQV.
There's a built-in HQV. There's a built-in scaler in the projector.
Is that something that Mitsubishi makes, especially? Is your technology or?
No. It's silicon optics.
Silicon optics, all right.
Yeah.
But usually Mitsubishi, you mostly make DLP projectors, no?
No, we do both. We have DLP and LCD. We have a range of SVGA, XGA, LCD, 1700 ANSI. We do a 2000 ANSI LCD. We're about to launch a 3,500 and 4,000 ANSI LCD.
All right.
We have a 5,500 ANSI LCD. This is data projectors, but then we have DLP range as well.
All right, but if you did do a DLP 1080p, it would be more expensive. Yeah. Can you say about that?
More expensive.
More expensive.
More expensive.
Yeah, but
maybe 10,000 euro
over 10,000 euros.
Yeah.
Can you explain why? Why is it more expensive?
Chip, DMD chip.
DMD chip.
The chip is more expensive?
More expensive.
Is it something to do with the optics or is not with that?
No, I think generally, obviously LCD and DLP have this continual battle.
Yeah.
About panel price, DMD chip price for DLP, and a lot of manufacturers make the choice of either, if you look at somebody like Epson, Sanyo, Hitachi, all they have is LCD. And then if you look at some of the other brands, all they have is DLP.
Yeah.
We're in quite a unique position as a manufacturer that we do both.
You do both.
We run with both technologies. Some people, for example, some people prefer LCD. They feel that DLP, on the data projector, they feel that the colour reproduction on DLP is not as good as LCD. However, there's technology coming now with the new brilliant colour that is making the colour reproduction of DLP getting as good as LCD. And then again, home cinema, there's customers that prefer DLP for home cinema. But now with the new panel, LCD, LCD.
But you're only showing the LCD for 1080p.
Yes.
You're not for now. You're not showing DLP for that because it's too expensive.
Well, it's just something we've decided through the planning and engineering that our first 1080p projector will go down the LCD route.
But is there something that you take off for it to be so cheap? I mean, compared to the other, for example, Sony's is $10,000, and over there is 10,000. Is there something with the optics or something? Is there anything that makes it, or is it just the best quality you can get? Is that what it is?
No, I think we look at a branding exercise of Mitsubishi. Now, obviously Mitsubishi had a very good name in the consumer market, maybe 7-8 years ago. We had the TVs, the VCRs, and it's only in the last 2 years that we started entering into the home cinema market with maybe only 1-2 models. It was an entry-level 480p, 576p, and then a latter 720p. And through people like Sato-san and some of the engineers in Japan, they've now seriously looked to invest time, money, and effort into offering a complete range of product for home cinema worldwide. So we feel in the marketplace, you have your Sim 2, your Ronco, which is high end. Where you're paying, $15,000, $20,000 for projectors. We feel there's, 1080 is the market that's emerging from 720 to 1080, and we feel that to start with our first entry into 1080, we want this to be a product that we can make affordable and to get volume, to get market share, because that's important for manufacturers as well.
So it's affordable, but you didn't take anything out?
We've not stripped anything out in terms of making the product. We've not compromised on the quality to hit the price point.
Alright, so it's got a good lumen and all that? Is that maybe the lumen that takes the price down a little bit? Or? No?
Well, on a home cinema projector, why would you want to go any more than 1,000 ANSI lumen?
Alright, 1,000 is good. And can you say anything about how long time it took to develop this? About how long time have you been working on the 1080p to make it work? Can you say something about that?
Planning and development for we've been working for how long? R&D design for the 1080p? Maybe 1 year?
Factory? Maybe 1 year.
1 year.
So 1 year ago, Epson delivered the chip for the first time, and then you could work with it? Is that how?
No, how long has this panel been out now?
The panel?
This panel?
Maybe
6 months.
6-8 months.
All right, because the last couple of IFAs, IFA and Cebit, I tried to ask Epson, where's the chip, and they could never answer. So there it
they'll
is.
not answer.
There it is now.
It's not. They don't know. They'll just not answer that question.
They don't answer.
Because, like any new technology, there's a certain level of secrecy. You want to you don't announce anything until you've made sure that you have got the quality 100%.
Right.
We're no different.
And in the cinema, it looks really amazing. So this is really like the cinema at home.
This is a true home cinema experience.
Right. Could you say anything about competitors
No.
that have a 1080p LCD?
No.
Are there any competitors? Panasonic and Epson.
Epson don't have it now. Epson's
They don't have it yet.
first quarter next year.
First,
second quarter next year.
Do you know if they're showing it here at IFA?
They're not. Epson, I've not seen.
Not seen. Okay.
No.
So maybe next week at the in Denver in America, there's a Cedia. Maybe at the Cedia, everybody will show it.
If Epson are not launching until next year, they might not show it.
They might not show it.
Well, from a manufacturer's point of view, you don't want to exhibit something that's so far in the future. You need to give the customers a viable sort of time scale. And to be honest, if you show something 6 months or a year before you're going to launch it, it's a waste to do it.
All right. So just one more question. The difference in price between 720p projector and 1080p projector, is that because one of is the chip, but it's not only that doing all the price?
Lens.
The lens is big. It has to be bigger.
And high resolution.
The optic?
The optic has to be better. That's why it's more expensive.
It's more expensive.
More expensive.
720p to
Yeah,
it's
because
considerably more expensive.
Yeah, so the resolution. I mean, there's other things in there as well. On the HC5000,
Yeah.
we've managed to get the decibels in low mode. We've managed to get the decibels down to 19 decibels.
Yeah,
Now, that's
right.
very quiet.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's an expense there as well
Yeah.
because you need to have the insulation there.
All right.
You know, to keep the noise down. So it's not, you know, there's other things like the HQV processor.
Yeah.
You know, it's in the HC5000, but it's not in the 720p. So
Right.
these are all features.
And logically, the 720p will go lower when this comes in the market.
Well, we're launching on the 720p.
Yeah.
These are new products as well. We have
But it's 1,500 euro.
1,500 euro.
Yeah.
But again, there's a marketplace for
Yeah.
720p. If you
Yeah.
look 1 year ago, you had 480p and 576p.
Yeah.
Not many 720p were sold, and no 1080. Whereas now, 480p is falling away, 576 not so popular, 720p volumes greatly increasing, and 1080p increasing
It's
as well.
starting, yeah.
So it's all technology.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thanks. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. Bye. There's a Blu-ray player, and there's a normal DVD player, but with HDMI output, so it's actually upscaling the video, so even DVDs look good on a 1080p projector.